What's up, YouTube? It's me, it's Mark P. I don't know how that works. Yeah, back for another Raw review. Second week, still going strong. Let's get on with this one, shall we? So we start off with... Oh, actually, before I go on, lots of people are excited about this Raw, aren't they? Because it's got the TLC match, it's got the Return of the Rock. So, Jesus, I watched it live. I said last week, didn't I? I said last week, how can people watch this live? And the only way that I found, right, is I watched the first hour of this show, on an American stream, and how do you Americans put up with the adverts? Your adverts are so terrible that I had to flick it back on. I've had to go and find an English stream and find it, well, the one from Sky Sports, and look at their wonderful adverts. Our British adverts, as much as they're irritating, god damn, they're award-winningly brilliant. They're Academy Award-winningly brilliant compared to American ads. Let's get on with this, shall we? I felt weird then. Hi, Raw. There should be some sort of intro first, So we start off with John Cena. He runs through the TLC match and the fact that Rock's up there. Gets interrupted by Dolph Ziggler and AJ and Big E. And AJ starts talking and says that John Cena's a very small man, and John Cena, being John Cena, just laughs it off and gets a Mexican wave going and starts some wiener jokes. And oh god, it's horrible. It's all just get on with it, please. So the point is, it's that Cena calls Dolph out for a match, and Big E, instead of saying something like, "Hey, don't worry, I'll go and do it for you," not in that sort of accent, obviously that's just me, but he says, yeah, Dolph really wants the match. So we get a match, John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler, goes 17 minutes, something ridiculous like that, and it's a really enjoyable match. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's overbooked to hell. There's not only the ref bump, there's Big E coming in and hitting that finishing move that he does. It's sort of a side slam, but face down. It's really nice. Whatever it is, whatever he calls it, it's a very nice looking move. It could have done without the ref bump. Decent length, decent opener. I don't have a problem when they have the opening promo, if it leads somewhere, and here is one of those times where it led somewhere. Decent match, like I say. Does Cena need to win this match? I mean, would it be so hard? Bear in mind that Dolph Ziggler has got his big bodyguard with him. Would it be so hard after the ref's gone down, especially to have some shenanigans so that Dolph wins this? I mean, for God's sake, he is the Money in the Bank holder. He should be getting victories. How are we, the general public, the fans, the universe, if you want to call it that, bastards, how are we meant to get behind Dolph and believe that he's a credible champion if he loses all the time? That's one of the problems I have with Dolph Ziggler. I really do. He loses way too often. And then we get another match immediately as Caitlyn defeats Eve by countout. It's obvious they're going to do a title change at the Royal Rumble, so they're doing the bait and switch all the time here. There's just one problem with all this, isn't there? And that is that, does anyone out there really give a fuck about Caitlyn at all? Their matches play out to no reaction. No one gives a fuck at all. At all. Oh, dear me. But there's a prediction for you right now. Caitlyn will win the championship at Royal Rumble. What do you do? In the back, Santino Marella, I don't give a fuck about, chats with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat until Wade Barrett interrupts and calls Steamboat a has-been. Excuse me, I don't know where that came from, other than my lungs, obviously. Randy Orton's then cuts a promo or his interview, I forget which one. He's interrupted by 3MB. That's not going to go down well. And then we get another match. Hooray! As the Road Scholars defeated Team Hell No in another one of those booking decisions that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Because this is, by the virtue of them winning this match, they are the number one contenders to the tag team titles. And while I don't have a problem with that per se, Road Scholars are another team that they lose a lot. Last week they lost to the Miz and Cena, for example. And so you're losing to them, but this week you can win. The match itself, Jesus Christ, I'm not complaining about this match at all. Decent talent again. The match was good. Some people may have issue with the finish, because Cody hit the crossroads, got the pin on Bryan, clean as a whistle, 1, 2, 3, no shenanigans involved. So some people may have issue with that. Some people may think that, they should have cheated to it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I really genuinely don't. And then we get another match, and then we get another match. This is one of the things I loved about last night's Raw. Lots and lots of wrestling. Even in the squash matches, I would rather have a squash match that goes a couple of minutes like this one. This one went about 4 minutes, I think. I'd rather have this than a skit, a backstage skit, a skit involving Mae Young giving birth to Hornswoggle any day of the week, especially Mondays. So Randy Orton defeated Heath Slater. It was a squash match, essentially it was. Highlight was a superplex by Orton. Yeah, the usual skit, and then RKO gets the win. The other members of 3MB get RKO'd as well. The next squash match was Wade Barrett defeating Santino. Another squash match. Santino just makes me want to change the channel. I have so little interest in that man. It's not even funny. Match lasts all of 2 minutes. Same thing though. It's better than a segment, and that will do. In the back, 3MB interrupts Sheamus, having learned nothing from interrupting Randy Orton, getting a match, getting the shit kicked out of him. All three of them going to interrupt Sheamus. It's just going to end in tears, isn't it? Then, right, we get another match as Antonio Cesaro defeated the Great Khali in a match that, well, I think my thing with this one is that last week on Main Event, which I didn't watch, the only part of Main Event I've seen since it started was the one bit where someone sent me a, dude, you need to see this. Antonio hitting the neutralizer on the Great Khali. And I watched this going, please, just do it again. Please, so that more people can see this, so that more people can realise just how fucking awesome that you are, Antonio. And he did, and it got a great reaction, and it was brilliant. Some people, and this one made me laugh, when I put a link to look at this, and some people were like, but it's just a worse version of the Styles Clash. Like, my God, you people are morons, aren't you? It's a great looking move, because it drives them down. I mean, Khali's massive, and he fucking picks him up and drops him on his head. I have no problem with that at all. In the back, Brad Maddox is still trying to get his job back. He offers to referee the TLC match between CM Punk and Ryback, and Paul Heyman is understandably not impressed at all. And then, would you believe it, Sheamus defeating Jinder Mahal in a very, I was going to say it was very short, but it wasn't. It was 5 minutes long in another squash match. I mean, it really is. It feels like the pre-Raw days. Superstar takes on nobody and beats the shit out of him. The only difference in these ones is that the nobody is someone like Jinder Mahal, and they get a tiny little bit of offense in. And they did. They got more offense in than Heath did, but at the same time, Jinder had showing no effects at all of the fact that he'd taken the RKO earlier on in the show, which little things like that bother me. And naturally, and when Sheamus, has been beaten down a little bit, he makes his inevitable comeback. All three of them get bro kicks. It's actually quite entertaining, believe it or not. And then, what we all came to see, the last hour. CM Punk defeated Ryback in a TLC match to retain the WWE Championship. I enjoyed this one so much more than I was expecting to. I mean, bear with, window, getting warm. Far too animated. It was raining. Listen out for the police cars, because I'm sure there's one about. Every time. Yeah, this match, I went into this match going, this is going to be shit. I know this will be shit. This match will be shit. And it wasn't. I actually enjoyed it. The thing is, though, it was quite clear watching it. I watched this one a second time today to make sure that this point was valid. And that is that Punk was the workhorse in this one. This was a one-man show, in my opinion. Punk bumped like a madman for him. The star of this match was not Punk, and it wasn't Ryback. It was Paul Heyman. On the outside, his facial expressions were fucking brilliant. At one point, Ryback picks up Punk in like the back suplex position and drops him over the top rope where there's a table on the outside, Heyman went fucking mental. It was brilliant. I love that. I loved it. It was great. One of the things I'm looking forward to about the whole Rock Punk thing is I want to see Rock and Heyman go at it on the mic. As much as I was looking forward to seeing Rock and Punk go at it on the mic, I really want Heyman to just tear him a new one. I really do. Lights go out, and I'm sure the marks all think it's The Undertaker, but I turn to my friends and go, I was on Xbox at the time, going, oh, here's the Shield. Lights come on, oh, it's the Shield. Well, I'm very good, aren't I? They take out Ryback. Eventually, Ryback does get some offense in, but eventually they put him through a table. That allows Punk to be able to crawl up the ladder and retain the championship. Like I say, way better than I was expecting it to be. And, no complaints, to be honest. No complaints at all. Now, normally, that would be that, wouldn't it? That would just be that. But no! There's still 35 minutes left of the show, and of course there's the overrun as well. So, Vicky interrupts Team Hell No. They're arguing about who cost them the match and yada yada more, all that. Apparently, Dr. Shelby will be back next week to give them their 4-month evaluation, which is lovely. And then we get the fun of Kofi Kingston versus Big Slow. This was fun because Kofi made his entrance before the commercial break. They come back from the commercial break and the match lasted 20 seconds, if that. Now I'm talking to friends on Xbox Live, and they say what they think is going to happen. And I'm thinking, yeah, that could work. What I actually reckon is going to happen is Kofi's going to get in the ring and he's going to eat the KO punch. And it didn't quite go down like that. But as the referee's trying to get Kofi out of the corner, Shelby just goes, bam! Kofi's game over. And that's your match. This is one of the problems with WWE, the stop-start pushes. So one moment someone's on fire and it's doing really good, and the next they're jobbing out match in 20 seconds. How am I meant to get behind this guy? This is the problem in WWE at the moment. One of the biggest problems. Stop-start pushes. And then what we really came to see. We came to see The Rock, didn't we? We all thought he was going to be in the opening segment. He wasn't. He really wasn't. He made us wait 3 hours for this because Punk comes out first at 1:45. Yeah, we've got 15 minutes. And he talks. And he talks. And he talks some more. To the point he talks so much that they have to have a commercial break. That by the looks of things, he talks all the way through, yeah? And when we come back from the commercial break, he's still talking. The thing is, I'm not complaining about what he's saying. Trust me on this, because everything he said was good. A lot of people have said that his promo was better than the Pipe Bomb one from 2011. I don't agree. I think it was still very good. I think the Pipe Bomb one was just fucking superb, to be honest. And this was... this was really, really, really good. And then The Rock came out, obviously, he could only take so much of it. And Rock was an interesting one. As you all know, I'm a massive Rock fan. I always have been, I expect I always will be. I didn't think he was quite on fire. And I don't think starting off your promo with getting the crowd to chant cookie puss is the way to do it. Most of the catchphrases came out, the candy asses and all that. But it was only when The Rock got serious that I actually really started paying attention to this, as it were. I mean, I was paying attention to it, but it was a come on. I'm sat there, a Rock fan, going, get on with it. Get to the point. When he starts talking in 20 days, time's up, that was from that moment on, this was electric. This was fucking brilliant. And this made me want to see this match. I mean, I'm going to see this match anyway. I'm going to a place called the Kyoto Bar in Manchester to watch the Royal Rumble because it's the same day as Future Shock 64. Hey, Future Shock. So I'm going to be watching 2 shows. I'm going to watch the show hopefully with the Future Shock guys. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to watch it on loads of big screens and have a few drinks, and I'm going to watch a pay-per-view with lots of people, which is something I've never done before, other than when I've been to an actual pay-per-view. Because I went to Interaction in 2002, don't forget. But I can't wait for this show now, because I cannot wait to see this match. In fact, I can't wait for this match so much, I wish it was at WrestleMania and not at the Royal Rumble. But, the Royal Rumble's going to do a monster buy rate. I'm pretty certain of that because of this match, if not much else. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm not going to go into too much. Jesus Christ. You're playing Little Leagues with your insults and rhymes. I'm playing Big League and swinging for the fences. Your insults are kid games. You can't leave a mark. You can't leave a mark on the champ's face. Come Royal Rumble, your arms will be too short to box with God. That is a magnificent line from CM Punk. Obviously Rock, he plants him with the rock bottom, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I thought we'd see the go to sleep instead, but that's just me. Rock bottom to end the show, as he stared down. I'm not going to talk too much about the main event. You can go and watch it. Is what I'd say. If you want to know about what happened in that main event slot, go and watch it and tell me what you think. I would love it if you told me below what you thought of that main segment. Let me tell you something, right? 2 good matches, right? A decent main event slot. Like I say, this promo was very good. And lots of wrestling and very few skits meant, do you know what this meant? A 3-hour Raw didn't feel like a 3-hour Raw, is what I'll say. Isn't that strange? And they don't put on loads of filler and loads of garbage that makes you just go, oh, just skip through this. It's actually an enjoyable show. Isn't that strange? I enjoyed this week's Raw a lot. Wiped the floor with last week's. I have been Mark P. I would love to know what you thought down below. I'll be back in a couple of days' time with an Impact review. I'm still trying to find bloody Royal Rumble 2003 so I can do the next episode 10 years ago. So far, I have been defeated, which is worrying to say the least. I have been Mark P. Hit that subscribe button. Please, did I just say? think I did, didn't I? I've been Mark P. Hit that subscribe button, let me know below, and I'll see you all very soon. Follow me on Twitter and all that gubbins, technology and all that shit. Take it easy, guys.